going down, man? This is your boy DJ Just J with Just Dimes ENT, your humble host of The Subtle You Dig, man. I'd like to welcome you guys here, man. Glad that you guys are here. And what we are going to do is we're going to put out a little bit of news that just came out this morning. And if you guys haven't already seen it, then I'm going to make sure and give you guys the information right about now. So if you guys would do me a favor, hit the thumbs up when you come in. One way you can show support for the show is just to hit the thumbs up. Now, we have a PayPal available. We also have a Patreon and a Venmo available if you guys want to donate and support there, which is pretty cool. But if not, just hit the thumbs up. All right? So without any further ado, guys, I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. We're going to put the name and the picture up of the individual that we have been looking for, and we have him now. That person's name is Michael Boatwright. So let me get a picture up on the screen for him so you guys can take a look and see what we have. That's not him. That's not him. This is the third suspect that we have been looking for in this particular case. I'd like to give a shout out to Broward County Sheriff's Office and the people down there working hard, doing what they do. This has been a story that we've been following since day one, and I have been in contact with them. You know, I've been definitely trying to make sure and do what we can here at the Subtle You Dig to try to make sure and give them as much accurate information as possible based on the facts. So there's a couple things that we're going to do here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about this individual on my screen. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a background on that. And then I'm also going to do something additional that people have been asking me to do that I am going to do today. All right. So shout out to the people in the chat. I cannot give you guys a shout out on this one, but you guys know who you are. So shout out to the people that are in the chat right now. All right. So what we have going on is there's finally some good news in this sad situation about XXXTentacion, right? The gunman in the XXXTentacion murder has been arrested, and his name is 22-year-old Michael Boatwright, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, Boat, B-O-A-T, Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T, okay? Now, there is a full press release from the Broward Sheriff's Office, okay? Broward Sheriff's Office homicide detectives have arrested one of the gunmen involved in the mid-June murder of a local rapper as he exited a Deerfield Beach business, which was the motorcycle shop, okay? Investigators say Michael Boatwright, age 22, is one of the two armed suspects who confronted Jase Onfoy, who is otherwise known as XXXTentacion. He was killed in broad daylight on June 18th. Boatwright was arrested on July 5th on an unrelated drug charge. I'll say that again. The dude that I have on the screen right now, and his name is Michael Boatwright, was arrested on an unrelated drug charge on July the 5th. Now on July 10th, which was yesterday, detectives served Boatwright with an arrest warrant for first-degree murder while at the BSO, which is Broward Sheriff's Office main jail. He now faces an additional charge of first-degree murder. Okay? Now, the second suspect that they are looking for that they haven't caught yet is the gentleman by the name of Robert Allen, and I'll show you guys him on the screen here so that way we don't get this confused. We do have three people, okay? Let me get him on the screen for you. That was Dietrich. That's Dietrich. And that's Dietrich also. That's the second suspect right there. That's Robert Allen. Like I say, he's probably hiding out in your local Subway or your McDonald's kitchen or something like that. Kind of a big hefty fellow. So we are still currently on the look for him, but we've already reported that he's actually the second suspect. But the third suspect is a gentleman by the name of Michael Boatwright, which that's actually an older mugshot of him, but this is a current mugshot of him. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. So let's keep going. Investigators say Michael Boatwright, age 22, is one of the two armed suspects who killed XXXTentacion. So far, there are suspects, and this is all alleged. Okay. Now, when he was killed in broad daylight, He was shot in his car. We've already showed you guys that video. We're not going to re-show that video because it was a video that we almost got flagged down for. Now, they're still seeking Robert Allen, who's age 22, the really big dude. Investigators want to find out what he knows about the murders, so they're looking for him. So if you guys know where his whereabouts are, like I say, make sure to check your local Krispy Kreme or your local donut shops or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that he is hiding still, probably somewhere close to a food source. Okay? Now they want to find out what he knows about the murder. Allen is also wanted in Broward County on a felony warrant for violation of probation for possession of a PVP known as Flakka, Flakka, which is that wild ass drug that you guys, I'm sure you've heard about. And he's also wanted for carrying a concealed firearm. Just before 4 p.m. on June 18th, Boatwright and another armed accomplice confronted Onfroy in an apparent robbery as he was leaving Riva Motorsports. At least one of the suspects fired a gun, striking Onfroy. Both of these suspects fled in a dark color SUV. Onfroy was transported to the Broward Health North, where he was pronounced dead. The investigation continues. So anyone who has information about the whereabouts of the big guy, Robert Allen, is encouraged to contact BSO Broward Sheriff's Office detectives, either Walt Foster or John Curcio, if you have definite information. And I'm gonna tell you guys this about contacting Broward Sheriff's Office. If you guys do not have definite information, do not contact them. They have been bombarded with calls. They have been bombarded with all kinds of social media information that was not factual, and it's a very, very slippery slope. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys, if you do have accurate information, then you can call them at 954-321-4210. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS or otherwise 954-493-8477 or online at BrowardCrimeStoppers.org, which is BrowardCrimeStoppers.org. Anonymous tips that lead to an arrest are eligible for a reward up to $3,000, right? So again, the gentleman that they were looking for as the third suspect, and this is suspects are suspects, they're innocent until proven guilty, so they're being held in lieu of a court appearance, and we'll see what happens at that point. So this is the third suspect. I wanted to reveal that to you guys. Now, the gentleman that we still need to find where he's at, and guess I am wrong for making fat jokes, but hey, who cares? Whenever somebody has killed somebody else, I don't think of them as human, and I'm definitely not going to treat them as such. Okay? That's the third suspect right there. Or excuse me, that's the second suspect. And the one that they're looking for, the third one that they haven't caught yet, Robert Allen, who's right there at Riva Motorsports on surveillance. That's the second suspect. The third guy hasn't been caught yet, so they're still looking for him. But the one that we hadn't revealed yet was the gentleman on the screen by the name of Michael Boatwright, which is that guy. And I found some additional information on him just now, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys something that I found about him, and I wanted to make sure that this was the same guy. So he is a black male. He's 6'1", about 156 pounds roughly. Birth date 9/12/1995. He has a DC number. Current location was Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He was on probation by way of a felony. And matter of fact, I'm probably sure I could show you guys a little bit of on the screen, but I don't think it's any need to. But the charges that he had stemmed from November 6th of 2013 for battery on an official/employee and sale with intent to something near in the vicinity of about 1,000 feet of a school, I'm assuming. He was sentenced on July 21st of 2014, and that was in Broward County. So that's how I know that this was the same exact person that they were looking for. So his length of that was a 4-year sentence. So that would have been 2018. So that's how they were. I'm pretty sure that's no. They actually caught him on something completely different here recently, which was on July the 5th on an unrelated drug charge. So not only did he get a drug charge, but he was charged about 4 years ago on something different. And because they already had him in custody, now they charged him with this. All right. So I just want to report that to you guys, man, and I appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you guys for supporting. And I'd like to also say thank you to Broward County for doing, what you guys could. And, for us being in communication, I'd like to say thank you to you guys. And again, man, we're going to continue to keep pushing for justice. Guys, just know that I have a lot more stories coming up today. I was going to do some last night, but I got a little bit tired, but I'm well rested. As you guys can see, we got a lot more information coming up. All right, so y'all make sure and circulate this to some of the other news sources that did not get the information correct, which is okay, but we're going to rectify that. And I know a lot of people wanted me to apologize to the Soldier Kid cat. I'll say this. I'll apologize because his name hasn't come up yet from any reliable sources. So I personally want to apologize to Soldier Kid if he didn't have anything to do with this. So I want to personally apologize to the brother, and I'll do that on camera, and I'll do that as of right now. Okay? But until this whole thing is done, I don't want to rule out anybody, but for now, I'll at least say I'll apologize for his name not coming up. All right? This is your boy DJ Just J signing out, guys. I got more good videos coming up for you guys, so stay tuned right here to So Do You Dig. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next show. All right? Peace.